Sunita, you are into designing spaces, restaurants. So please tell us, in a city like Bangalore, we have such space crunch. How do you make your place appealing? How do you attract customers with your designs? What are the challenges?
Okay. First of all, I'll say more than a space crunch, you need to understand what is the business module. When you have a 200 square feet for a small coffee shop or some ice cream parlor, you need to understand the business proposal first, understand properly with the chefs or the business module, and then understand the location, which location it is, what kind of crowd is coming. If it's a cafe crowd, it's more young crowd. So the sitting, the way you have to design it is also like perky, small, and very innovatively. It's not a lounge sitting where you're getting a space crunch. At the same time, when you're doing a bigger restaurant like a brewery, you have to cater to a lot of people. Like, though we have in Indranagar more than 75 pubs, but if you want to go in a weekend and try to grab a place, it's very, very difficult. So how you are managing that space and how you're making a balance of a lounge space, because there are different sector of customers. Even 100%, if you see, okay, 40% is youngsters, 20% is CEO crowds who want to actually lounge, who's traveling and they are exploring Bangalore. So you have to zone out for everyone, making a small smoking place, outdoor place, checking the environment condition, which direction they are sitting, so the light, everything matters. And again, it has to be all related to the concept, because concept creates a mood. What you are going to have, a coffee is something like your leisure space. You are going out and meeting someone, so you won't have to have a ambient light. It's not a dull light, it's not a bright light. But when you're going for a pub or evening out, so it has to be more of romantic and more subtle. So the lighting has to be completely different. The chairs and everything has to be much more closer. So that's a format we have to understand, and within the space we need to check how many sittings we are able to accommodate. We have to work reverse way. We need to understand the business module, how much they have spent and how much the overall capital budget is there, how many months it will take for them to get their return of investment. So we have to fit minimum, say 1,000 square feet means I have to fit minimum 80 covers in that. So your design has to have that math and target. It's not whatever the layout has come, you just have to go ahead and do that.
Okay, we also see, a lot of, I see steel chairs coming up in coffee shops, or you go to Kormangla Lakeview, you see all wooden furniture, which is all hand painted. Such decors are making a comeback. So how important, what role do they play when, trying to create an experience for a consumer?
See, decor also has to have a connection with functionality very much. So whenever you're selling steel chairs, a lightweight, this is more like where you have a sitters of 2-seater, 4-seater, 6-seater, and it becomes very flexible. The group of people come immediately, they can join the table and they can pull up the chairs. So this is possible only with the lightweight chairs, which is steel chairs or stools and everything. At the same time, the whole layout of the restaurants has to be designed in such a way that it can be convertible to any number of packs immediately, some of them at least. So some can be a community sitting, some can be a 2-seater, some can be a 4-seater, and some can be joined easily. So we have to keep that in mind. And some places where you see wooden chairs and so this is actually gives little bold look, and it gives you a little seriousness on that. So it all depends on what kind of food you are grabbing. If it's a little heavy meal, I prefer a chairs which are sturdy, you're sitting it for a long. But if it's a coffee and a finger food, I will provide a lighter weight chairs. So that way we have to manage.
And also, we see when young entrepreneurs are venturing into a new coffee shops, what should be the base points that they should keep in their mind when they get their places designed?
See, first of all, you have to bind a story, because there are a lot so you are entering into a market where, if I say like in Indranagar, if a restaurant is opening, there are already 100 restaurants. Why do you require a 101 restaurant? Or like if you're doing the 101 restaurant, how it is different from the others and why it will run? So your USP has to be like really strong what you are doing, and the story binds. The customer engagement is very important. So how you're engaging your customer, what is uniqueness about your restaurant from the other 100 restaurant? Is it only food? Is it the decor? Is it the entertainment? Or is it the joint location which is closer to certain offices or anything? So we have to analyze that, and then we have to design on that.
What kind of demands do you see in the designs? Are they all trying to cope? I mean, copy international spaces, or are they trying to incorporate something like very different? Like we see open restaurants, we see open coffee shops. Is that a demand? What kind of demands do you see these days?
In Bangalore, I see more of demand of open spaces, because the weather, I'll say weather is good and people would like to sit outside. That is one thing. And second, what I feel is like when you say copying an international design and everything, yeah, every day every designer get inspiration, whether it's from an international or like, and I feel like at today's market, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, every cafe has like a real good design. We don't have to like specifically say as an international design, but yeah, we have to make something inspiring. And anytime, like I'll say young designers, like whenever you design, at least leave one or two things which can be noticed or which can be remembered, which can be a photo point throughout. So every time you add something new to it.
So what trends can we expect, and what new dimensions can we see when it comes to designing for this coming year?
See, the all trends are again based on the requirements, what requirements and what challenges people are facing in the market. First thing is maintenance. So maintenance, and in restaurant industry, people are like struggling with the staff, retaining the staff and finding out a good staff, and at the same time they are obviously facing the maintenance challenges. So a lot of trend is moving towards rustic. False ceiling, you will almost like the false ceiling is out of the market. It's not only because of the design trend, because of the problem what they were facing. It's all rodents go and like make their house there, so they wanted to cut down on that. And second thing is like operational cost. They don't want to have a very high operational cost, so people are trying to do designs which is more open space, where they can cut down on AC and maintenance, and even the planning has to be done in such a way where your staff can come down, instead of like too many partitions and everything, where you're appointing like 4 people. If you can reduce down to 3 also, your operational cost per annum will come down. Yeah.
Thank you, Sunita. Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you.